Alright folks, it's Pitching Ace 88 and we are back playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and what I would actually like to do is show you guys that if you add mission into your party and you return to the Ebon Hawk, you can actually go over here and find Lena, who is that girl she was talking about.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat! Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off!
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
Well, you took her brother away and left her all alone on Terrace.
You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Well, why should we believe you, Lena?
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
Whoa. Well, I'd like to hear Griff's side of the things before I judge him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Now that is what makes Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic a fantastic game. I mean, it really showcases just some great character development that's not just your main character.
What can I do for you? Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again.
Alright, well, we'll find your brother, Mission.
I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
Yeah, he shouldn't really be. At least let's hope he isn't. Anyways, but we can remove her now from our party. Basically due to the fact that we've unlocked that side quest. So now if you go into your journal, we can go to Mission's brother when we go to Tatooine, which we will definitely be going there. And let's head over here.
You've been holding out on us again. Since you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
What a scumbag. Alright, well anyways, always start with that. And then a couple of these.
For Mandalore!
For Mandalore! Dang. We are some pretty... Oh! I totally forgot to give Bastila her weapon back. Oops. But now we got energy resistance, so even these blasters really don't do that much to us. As you can see, we basically took 0 damage. Alright, but Bastila needs to get equipped. Oh. Get out of combat. Please. Alright, we gotta go to these remains. So we're gonna give her a Jedi robe. We're gonna give her a double-bladed lightsaber, which is basically her own. Brejik's gloves, we can definitely give those to her. Will, awareness. That's the best one for her.
What?
And at this point, we are on the Matale grounds. Now you can easily go over this way, which let me just double check. This is the grove, so that enters it from another area. And so you'll see that we're over here. There's a couple cool places that I want to see over here before we move forward. I mean, namely this place here.
There. Take that.
So, energy resistance. Honestly, that does absolutely nothing with these melee, but I figure what the heck.
This is what I live for.
Honestly, with the way our party's constructed right now, we should have no problem with anything, because if we need anything, she can just easily cure us. So, not really too worried about that. Those are the Sandral grounds. We're not going to go there yet. We're going to go do a little bit of CSI work. Baluk.
Achuta, 뭔가 군비스돌비 기구구였나?
Yeah, well, what do you want?
런가 디호똥가 군 헝가비. 어느 군베스 징 발라몰레. 무주샷 바칸. 기에노노 나마 파올레 라치군.
Alright.
공주 스탁 미키 그라블 먹어. 같이 주이다 보.
Yeah, no problem.
쟤도 봐도 와는 이디 보보. 동나 뭉샤 누누냐.
Sounds good. What do you want me to do?
런가 디호똥가 군 헝가비. 어느 군베스 징 발라몰레. 통킹바눈 카치군 이다하던가. 이킹군오 바몰레라치군. 통하이돔 주지 좀 룸바. 니타 포에 티키토. 돌파다 봉. 런가 디호똥가 군 헝가비.
Alright.
어느 군베스 징.
Pretty sure I can get this done.
카치군 이다하던가. 이킹군오 바몰레라치. 런가 디호똥가 군 헝가비. 어느 군베스 징 발라몰레 카치군 이다하던가 이킹군 오빠 몰레라치군 런더 디호던가 군 헝가비 어느 군베스 징 발라몰레 통킹 카치군 이다하던가 이킹군 오빠 몰레라치군.
Was there anything else I should know?
런더 디호던가 군 헝가비 어느 군베스 징 발라몰레 통킹 바누노텍 또 무주샷 바칸 기에노노 나마.
Alright. So, they're favoring her legs, so you basically have to go around and talk to these two guys and see if you can get any information from them. Luckily...
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Yeah, well, basically, I've got enough persuade that I can figure out what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Okay, well, that's your story. What's your story, Handon?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Well, did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Okay, well, interesting. What's going on here, man? I'll continue my investigation. Alright, so let's talk to information
Greetings,
droid.
Padawan. You must be the one Master Boluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Tatooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kaldanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
Well, tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Alright, so let's go talk to these guys again.
So, what do you want to know?
Well, Bullock said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Well, why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Irias was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
No, not just yet.
So, what do you want to know?
Nothing more right now.
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Alright, that's all for now.
Of course. Of course.
Now let's talk to this guy. I want to discuss the murder. Well, Rickard's obviously lying because there was no sun. I think Rickard's lying. Well, it was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Okay, so motive. Gotcha. Okay, so now we gotta figure out a little bit about the motive.
So, what do you want to know?
Well, did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I want to ask something else.
So, what do you want to know?
No, we're
Right.
good. Because we gotta go talk to Holden now.
How can I be of further assistance?
Well, did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
Well, no one says you killed him. Yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I'll ask you something
How can I be of
else.
further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Tatooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
Alright.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
I might have given us the amount of information to talk to him.
What do you want?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable. Always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy.
Alright.
Right.
Let's talk to the information droid.
Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
Aha! Calder and Rickard.
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
No, you told me plenty.
Very well.
How can I be of further...
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Well, why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
Let's see. Alright, well we got that stuff. Let's talk to him.
How can I help?
Want to talk to you?
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Well, but you can deny it, but there was some bad blood between you.
Right.
Crap. What the heck?
So, what do you... We've been... Right. So...
Oh, that's it? He's just gonna say right?
We've been... Right.
Alright. I thought there was gonna be more. He's just gonna agree to it.
Aku pache.
Why not discuss the murder?
Ronda di hotonga kun hankadi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tokning chatu kun ne ka chi kun ita hodonga. Ronda di hotonga kun hankadi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek.
Well, they're both lying. Handon's lying.
Aku pache kopa. Ji.
Well, he knew his wife was cheating on him.
Takum just takmiki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Kachikun ita hodonga. Mucho shot back.
Alright, so now we gotta figure out about the actual murder weapon. Let's talk to him first.
Is there any other information?
Tell me about the weapon you found at the
We
scene.
cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
I think we'll be good.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous Cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
So, what do you want to know?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Echanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Alright, that's cool.
Right.
So it sure looks like it might be this guy's. Let's see. It says the murder. The blaster's hand-ins, but he reported it stolen. Hold on a second. Let me see if he actually did report it stolen. Is there any report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Nope, that might be the smoking gun right there.
How can I be of further...
Yep. So we're gonna go straight to Baluk. The blaster's hand-ins. He lied to it about it being stolen. Alright, so what's this one final piece of the puzzle? Alright, well let's go talk to him about it.
Is there any other information you need?
Yeah, tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
No.
Very well.
He's the one that was limping.
What do you want to...
Bullock said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle.
Okay. He sprained his ankle. This guy said he got kind of bit. So anyways, let's talk to him. Well, it didn't belong to the victim. I think it's Handon's blood. He's clutching his side. Yeah, the other guy was limping, but there's a difference.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, he did he? Well, no, I think they're both guilty, actually. Well, Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in business. Yep, basically both had plotted to kill him.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
That's right. Awesome. Awesome.
Well done. I'm impressed. Not sure I could have done as well.
No, because I'm pretty awesome. Booyah! lots of experience points added, which is pretty sweet. But anyways, guys, it's at this point where I'm going to call it a wrap. Stay tuned for the next video. See you guys all in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.